Hi students, I'm Dr. Bethany Flora and I want to welcome you to ELPA 6872, Technology Applications for Educational Leaders. Now this is the first course many of you are taking in the doctoral program, and let me tell you right off the bat that I hope that you relax, that you enjoy yourself in this course, and certainly the course is probably more practical than any other course in the program, and that's for lots of reasons. First and foremost, we recognize that this might be the first online degree that you've ever pursued. And so we want to take this course to give you an opportunity to get accustomed to the types of assignments that you'll be expected to submit throughout the duration of the program. So in the course, you'll be working on projects like recording narrated PowerPoints, or maybe even doing something like I'm doing right now, making a video of yourself, giving a lecture, providing a talk on an area of interest to you. We also, in addition to kind of gaining those technology skills, we want you to get familiar with your class colleagues. And if you've looked at the syllabus, you'll know that I use discussion forums for you guys to post your assignments. And part of that is so that you can learn from each other. For example, if you're writing an executive summary, you don't know if you're headed down the right path, you can go onto that discussion forum. If one of your colleagues has maybe worked ahead and he or she is posted on Monday and it's not due until Friday, you can browse and scan through those other executive summaries and see, am I headed in the right direction? You can also learn from each other, especially when it comes to benchmarking. So some of these projects allow you to go out and benchmark innovative assessment practices using technology, for instance. And the goal is that because you're sharing this on a discussion forum, you'll walk away from that assignment not only with your benchmark work, but with those of your colleagues. And so you'll have a compendium of assessment practices that then you can take into your organizations. Lastly, you'll see on the syllabus that this course utilizes not only the individual projects that you as students submit, but some group collaborative projects. And this gets at kind of collective group thinking. So you'll see that you have cases from which to choose for each domain area. And within those cases, you have individual roles that you'll assume. One week you might be a leader, one week you might be the devil's advocate, one week you might be the humanitarian. And let me talk to you real quick about the importance of fulfilling these roles. The most important thing as an educational leader that you can do is learn how to suspend judgment. And I've learned this the hard way. I still learn it. But for instance, if you're being devil's advocate that week, you're not going to be able to talk like a humanitarian. So devil's advocates have to suspend judgment. They cannot talk about roles of, things like equity and fairness. Devil's advocates poke holes in things and look at consequences to things. Leaders need to assume the role of a leader. And so leaders can't steamroll over others in the group. They have to assume that role. And so part of this case study is not only to get some of your creative ideas and thoughts about the case itself, but it's to give you practice not only networking with your colleagues online, but suspending some of those opinions that we get so accustomed to sharing and learning how to act within roles. Also, lastly, it gives you an opportunity to kind of look at complex situations using different hats, and all of us intuitively do this as leaders. And the role playing in these case studies, I hope, prepares you as you're out there in the field. When you see a dilemma, you can switch quickly mentally, kind of a cognitive exercise there where you switch through what would a humanitarian do? What would a devil's advocate be asking me about this? What would the manager want me to know? What would the techno guru say? What's the technology response to this? And so have fun with those case studies. Lastly, I just want you to be engaged in this course. I want you to know that as a doctoral student admitted to this program, we believe not only do we have things to offer you, but you have things to offer us. And so we expect a highly engaged student. We expect you, in a class environment, you would kind of at break probably tell us about your students' band practice or band competition. We want you to be a human. And I hope in my class you'll take the discussion forums and these case study times where you're online with your group to be a human. Let us know who you are. Let us know some of your personality traits. Don't just only do classwork, but also let us know who you are and what kind of interest you have along the way. So I look forward to working with you this semester. I'll see you online soon. Take care.